Welcome back. I'm going to be sharing some random thoughts I had over the course of this week. Leave your random thoughts or ideas you had in the comments. Thought number one. How long into the future, are we? I know we say, oh my gosh, in the future, we're going to do this, in the future. So how long is the future? Or is the future just a continuous thing that keeps on happening? Because we're always going to have a future, but when is the future that we keep referencing, like the hoverboards, the flying cars, when is that going to be present day? Every generation has a future, because the 1800 people, they're probably thinking, oh my gosh, in 2020 that's going to be the future, but we're here now, and it's not really technology has developed, but it's not the future that we're thinking of, like the flying cars, the moving freaking chairs that fly. So just imagine what Earth is gonna look like when we're in 4,000, 3000s. I don't even know. Thought number two. Well, this one's not a thought. This one's a good advice again. I saw this quote and I wrote it down. It says, "People hate, so therefore no one can hate them." So you can interpret that as you wish, but what I take from it is, so it's kind of like they're being hateful, so no one can see that they actually don't want to be hated on. Because no one can control how much hate they get, but they can control how much hate they give out. Because everybody hates, so if everyone's hating, then no one's hating you. But yeah, let me know what you guys interpret this quote as, and I want to see y'all thoughts. Thought number three. I want to talk about the key patterns for every key. How is there so many key patterns for so many different doors? Have we not ran into a situation where someone has the same key pattern? How can it be so, how many, there's tiny, so how many ridges can be different from the key? I don't know. Or is it just some keys are the same, but we would never guess what key unlocks that door because we would have no purpose to bring that key, and we just assume that it doesn't open the door because it's not the key to the door. But that key can open up probably a random door you never thought of, because it does have the same ridge lines, but we just wouldn't have a purpose for it. There has to be duplicate keys. No? I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I'm why can't my key open the cafeteria door to the high school? Why couldn't it? I never tried. But how many, what can be so different? I don't know. Thought number four. Does anyone else remember Nickelodeon's Worldwide Day of Play? That, I loved and I hated it at the same time, because first of all, I want to watch SpongeBob, so what are y'all doing? But that just proves to you guys how much that generation kind of cared. The TV spots cared a little bit. I don't know if they still do it today. So thoughtful of them to think about spending time on the TV habits, screen time. So even though it was for one day, we can literally watch TV tomorrow, but that was a little cute thing they did to try to make us go outside, even though it kind of didn't work, but it was a nice thought. Thought number five. What if the internet, okay, so my Wi-Fi got shut off a week ago. I was just thinking what if the whole world just shut off? No internet, no Wi-Fi, just nothing. What would we, as a society, as humanity calls it, what would we do? This is war! Yeah, yeah! Yeah, tip over the car! Yeah, yeah! Get off me! Get off me! Yeah, this is war! This is war! I'm still thinking about what I would even do. I mean, I would stay in the house. I can still light a candle. I think I could still live. What the frickety, frackety? Because, well, we all could still live, but I think I could still live for I don't know, maybe a year or two. Then I'll be oh my goodness, okay, this has to come back on. But what if no refrigerator, no internet, so you couldn't warm up your food? You gotta start fires. That would cause war in itself in the United States. I don't know, people are crazy without their screen time, so I'm just imagining how they are when they're hungry and when they need to survive. I think our survival instincts are really at a minimal. Some are low, some are high. Mine's at like a, well, I think about this stuff, so it's kind of like at a medium because I'm still thinking of scenarios if the internet ever shuts off. So I'm just like, what if that happens? Thought number 6, I think. So I saw this video where it was like a doctor and he was explaining that no one is ever clean. So like, I think I believe that, and let me explain why. Because the air is dirty. You know that, like, we can't see the bacteria that's floating around us, but it's dirty. So when you say you're clean, you're not really clean, but you're just cleaner than what you were before. Like when you take a shower, you're cleaner. You're getting cleaned up, but you're never like clean. Like no one's just flat out clean. Like so when people say I'm clean, oh well, you're not technically clean, you're just cleaner than what you were. But yeah, I don't know why I just went to say that, but I was just thinking it, so there you go. Thought number 7. Would you guys ever go to like a paranormal house, like a haunted house? Like I'm talking about an actual scary house. Like this is not no fake ghost slamming closets and doors. This is like a real scary house. Like would you guys ever go to a haunted house like that? I'm like kind of in the middle a little bit cuz like I want to see it, but like I don't want to experience it. Like you know what I mean? Like I want to watch it like maybe on a GoPro, someone else goes and I'm just like in the van ready to drive off. Like I'm the getaway driver if anything goes bad, but I still got a GoPro on. That's what I want to do. I don't want to go in the house cuz what if they lock the door? Like I'm not ready for all that experience. But like what if? Oh my goodness. Would you guys go inside and see that stuff? I don't know. Maybe if the reward was like $10,000 or like $1,000,000, maybe then I'll go. Maybe I'll put my toe in, but that's about it. Thought number 8. Now I forgot what era this was, but when people started wearing costumes to the movie theater, I really like that. Like I feel like that made the movie theater more of a purpose to go to the movie theater. Like I feel like it like makes you like want to go more, even more, because like you can see other costumes and like you guys are like in that community. It's like the Spider-Man movie, or like everyone was wearing their costume, like Spider-Man costume, their Venom costumes, and that was like such a cool thing to see, because like everyone was just like excited and ready. Like it was like a whole fan group up to watch the movie. It was so cool. So I want to normalize bringing costumes to the movie theater. I think that was a great idea. Shout out to whoever did that. That was a great idea. Thought number 9. Now, I know a lot of people had this thought, but like I really want to know, like how did humanity start? Like actually start. I know this can go, a lot of ways if you believe what you believe in and like, who you trust. But like I want to know the real truth. Like there's Big Bang Theory, there's the God, and like there's just anatomy and like evolving. So like which one is the real one? I'm not gonna say which one is I'm not gonna say which one's the right one, but I just want to know what's the real one. I don't know which one's the correct one, but what's the real bottom truth? We will never know that. Like we can speculate, but we never know. Only the way I would know if I will see it, and I can't see that, so like I'm just going based off what people are saying, and I don't like to do that. So it's kind of like, and there's so many theories. So like, how do you even know? So that one's gonna be a thought, forever, because we will never know how we started, how we developed, how we got our limbs, why humans are the most, I'm gonna put on quotes on this, intelligent species, because tigers can't talk, hippos can't talk, they can't read and write. So how come we can do that but not other animals that got put on here too? Like what makes us so different from all the rest of our animal kingdom? Like, I don't know. I maybe I'll just do some more research, but that was a thought of mine, and I hope I get the answer. Okay guys, last thought number 10. This one's gonna be like a story time a little bit. Not really story time, but something I remembered. I wanted to be a bus driver. Like, I know that sounds crazy now, but like I really was destined to be a bus driver. Like I was telling everybody I want to be a bus driver. Like I don't know why, And I'm still speculating why I want to be a bus driver, but I was so determined to be a bus driver. It was just like, why not? I felt like I liked how the buses were turning and how they were driving when I saw them. So I was like, oh my goodness, this seems so fun to drive a big bus. And I think I'm still up to it when I get older. Like, you know, like, cause what I'm gonna do in my 60s, I'm gonna be old and brittle. I might as well just drive a bus. No offense. I'm just talking about me. So yeah, bus driver is still on the list of careers I want to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but there's only one thing to do now, and that is to drop that sick beat.